Hey Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading for August 2016. I'd like to thank you for viewing. I have already shuffled and laid out the cards. I wanted to make an effort to try to shorten the videos a little bit. As I grow with you, I want to try to get an opportunity to get a feel for how it is the viewers like things. I know some people just want you to get to the point, whereas other people want a more in-depth look at the things that are going to be going on with them. So let's get started. This is a 3-card spread. This is gonna represent your past, your future. I'm sorry, your past, your present, and your future. The future card will also give way or give meaning to the outcome or the advice that's being given. So let's get started. The first card that I pulled for you, Virgo, is the Hermit reversed. The Hermit reversed. The second card, Virgo, is the Four of Pentacles reversed. And the third in the future position in your outcome is the Sun upright. Now, I gotta say, this ends up being good news for you, Virgo. Looks like there's looks like there's a little bit of shade going on here, coming out of the past, and whether that be you throwing shade or you unfortunately falling up under the shade that has been thrown. The bottom line is that the sun will shine on you again. So again, let's get started with the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit is about going into the quiet, the solitude, to find the answers, the divine answers, the right answer, to bathe in the divine light. That's what I see. If he was upright, that lantern there. Now the Hermit, he always looks a little scary to me. And I guess things that are generally in the dark maybe have a scary connotation. In this case, with the Hermit reverse, and this is in your past position, Virgo, this says that you are coming out of a situation, or you may still be dealing with some of the residuals because energy flows. So this might be something that's going on right now. But what this shows is that in your past leading up to your present, there has been something going on with, whether this is you or somebody else. You've got some information, and you've got some thoughts, and you've got some ideas, you've got some concepts or some lifestyle ways or something that you feel like is the right way. It's the right thing. It's the right. You're right. You're right, and that's that. Or the person that you're dealing with, that you are looking to in this instance, is right. There is distrust here, and in the way that the way that I see this reading is, if Virgo, if you have put 100% trust in, if this Hermit is not you, and you have put 100%, and I'm feeling like this Hermit's not you, and I'll get to why here in a minute. So if you have put 100% trust in someone or some concept or something, because you thought that you had all that you needed to know, or you thought that you had the correct information, or the correct answers, the correct idea, Virgo, you probably didn't, and you probably shouldn't have put 100% trust, because this is a scary thing, a scary person right now. The nines are about things coming to an end. So, hopefully this event, this situation, whatever this is coming to an end. Events, situations around fulfillment, spirituality coming to an end. Okay. And I see two examples that I want to give you. No, I'm gonna go back to those examples. The decisions that you've made are going to cause you problems or have been causing you problems. And these are unfortunate problems, Virgo, that you created for yourself by not taking the time. This says that you didn't take the time to go into the quiet to listen to the advice of spirit, the advice of the divine. And this also shows to me somebody who is abusing the information that they have, or the this what I see. Okay, let me. I see this as a somebody who may have you roped up in some type of get rich quick venture, and I also see this as the pastor, the priest, the clergyman, the prophet, uh, the the somebody of spiritual importance, somebody of religious, divine importance, somebody who is in the line of some type of, like I said, spiritual importance. Not so much with the get rich quick scheme, unless it's based around something that is spiritual. But what I see is, if you are not the person that is abusing these spiritual and divine rights, and I don't feel like it is you, Virgo, then it is somebody that you are following or looking up to, or just simply looking to for advancement, for help, for answers. And it is through your own doing, it is through your own, you haven't looked to this person or become this person because of somebody else. This is all your own doing. um, but somebody is abusing a divine right, a spiritual right, or power, or skill, or information. And what if this is you, which I don't feel like it is, then what is it's gonna bring you into some type of financial ruin, financial discord. Um, this may not last forever, but it will bring you into some. This is cheating. This is embezzlement. This is loss. This is theft. This is not guarding your resources. This is not guarding your material possession. This is the unraveling of what you have. Um, Now, if you are the abuser, this is going to be the unraveling of what you have in order to teach you a divine lesson. Uh, like I said, I see this as the get rich quick scheme, where you involved someone, or somebody involved you, and I see this more as a Virgo of somebody involving you in something like a get rich quick scheme, some type of pyramid scheme, some type of BS baloney that you invested into. You didn't guard your resources, you didn't go into the quiet to get the right answers. You trusted this person fully, and it brought you to a situation where now the things that you have, the things that you had, the security that you had, the structure, the foundation that you had is getting away from you. Whether that is through theft, embezzlement, through cheating, through some type of loss. Maybe you invested a bunch of your own resources into something. Maybe somebody is tricking you out of your money, but some way the structure and the foundation that you had right now at this point is unraveling before your eyes. And that that looks like you may have been in a nice little town, or a nice little city where you made your home, where you had that that uh, structure, that foundation. But now you've come into setbacks. Now there are obstacles. Now there are restrictions. Now there are losses. Now you no longer have the authority over the things that you had. Now, the other way that I see this is the hermit. And when I talk about the abuse of spiritual, divine information, the lessons of the higher power, higher consciousness, all of those things that are bigger and greater and more righteous than us. I see that hermit in reverse also as, like I said, being like the pastor, the preacher, the clergyman who has this following, and you're part of that following. You've put your trust into this person. You've looked to them for the answers when they didn't have the right answers. They were feeding you a crock of BS. And you blindly went with it because this is a person of authority. This is the master of the spiritual. This is the master of the divine. This is the authority on these things. And when they speak, you listen. So Virgo, you may not have even felt the need to go back and go into the quiet and question or rethink what they said. You went with this because that is who that person is supposed to be. And you paid out your money to the church. You invested your money in the building fund and the Bible fund and the youth fund, and just all of this nonsense that this authority figure was putting out for you. And you find out that you've been robbed. Your stuff is coming unraveled. And with this person who's abusing spirit, whether that is you or somebody else, well, they had all the right answers. They are looking straight ahead, not caring about what the town or the city has to say, what input they have. They have the right information, and so they think that this information is faulty. It's faulty, and it's against the higher realm of everything. So as a result, if this is the clergyman, if this is the pastor, if this is the priest, if this is the authority who this hermit was, well, it's like he had and this is I really think about the spiritual authority. I just really see that in this reading because I feel like this is the town, this is the city that backed him, that he's not listening to. He's not even looking in their direction. He's just spewing out a bunch of nonsense. But he's got or had his eye on the prize. But what's going to happen is there's going to be losses involved. And like I said, Brother Virgo, that is you who put your trust into to somebody and that caused you losses, or whether this is the divine authority, the spiritual guru who's not getting the answers from divine, who's just, like I said, spewing out a bunch of garbage, who's abusing his cosmic and spiritual power. There are going to be losses. There are going to be losses of authority, losses of a following, a parish, or something of that nature, losses of those resources, of those material possessions. There is going to be a lesson that it will, I mean, the hermit, those are karmic lessons anyway, so that loss of things is going to be the learning of that lesson. And so after those losses have been incurred, after those realities have been seen, after those ways have been adjusted, the good news is the sun shines on you, or whomever it was that has been abusing these divine powers, skills, information, whatever that is, will shine on you or them once again. The Sun card is also another big life karmic lesson, and it's about vitality, it's about personal magnetism, it's about life and growth. I mean, if you see like this child, it's almost a self-centeredness. It's like the light will shine solely down on you because a lesson has been learned, or because you've been through so much that the losses that you incurred, the divine God spirit, whatever it is that you choose to call it, says that you deserve now to move forward. You deserve to go into success. You deserve to bathe in the light, Virgo. Yeah, you made some mistakes, you made some missteps. Like I said, whether you were the one who was following or whether you were the leader, whether you were the abuser or the one being abused in this situation with this information, or whatever this is that is being abused here with the Hermit reverse. The good news is that the light will still shine on you. The lesson that you've learned from the losses that you incurred will bring you out of the dark and back into the light. And you will have a chance to shine once more. You will live. You will be successful. You know, if there have been and, you know, I could also see this as maybe a health situation. Maybe there are some things, Virgo, that you could have tended to with your health. And there was some losses of your physical abilities, or breakdowns of things with you physically, or this is money that you've spent out on trying to get better because maybe you didn't follow the right guidelines, or you just weren't you thought you had the right answers with things that you were doing, or you were just simply doing what you wanted to do with what you had in regards to your health, and it cost you. Will you come back into good health and vitality? Whatever regimen it is that you get on, whatever lesson it is that you learn as a result of your losses, your vitality returns. you become successful in the way you move forward with how you handle your health situations, with how you handle uh, your exercise routines, your menu, whatever it is that you need in order to restructure the things around your physical body. The sun says, hey, you learned your lesson, you started heading in the right direction, and you live again. The sun shines on you. You are just as happy as a lark, just as happy as a kid. And you've got, sunflowers and uh, the, you just bask in the glory with the red, that big red looks like a you ribbon, a sash or something there. That shows that you, along with the sun, that you come back into your vitality, into your passion. With the sun shining and the yellow, that is mental clarity, all of those good things. And anytime I see a white horse, I think of divine movement. So this is a reading of, you know uh, making a life turn based on a lesson that you had to learn. And you may have had to learn it, Virgo, the hard way, and you may be dealing with those lessons right now, but you do come back into success and vitality and things like that, and you regain the losses. So if you've lost to somebody else, or if you caused yourself losses with this harmony reverse, these are things that we generally bring on ourselves. But like I said, Virgo, the good news is that you regain it all. And it's funny that I have the sun card here, and I always have my planetary hours that are announced to me on schedule, and it just turned to sun time. So that's a nice little omen, a nice little confirmation, Virgo, that says that you will regain that you've lost, whether it was your health, whether it was your divine spirit, whether it was your money, your material resources. You come back into it all. So I like to wrap these up by adding all of the numbers together, and we've got the Hermit, which is the 9, and then we've got the 4 of Pentacles, and 9 and 4 is 13. The Sun is 19, so 19 plus 13 is at 32. Let me just make sure I got that right. 19. Let's see, I did say plus 13. 9 plus 4 is 13. 19 plus 13 is 2. 32, 5. Okay. So overall, this reading, with 5 representing the reading, shows that there will be some sort of conflict, some sort of instability, some sort of chaos. But you learn a valuable lesson, Virgo, from this instability, from this chaos, from this conflict. 5s also give you the opportunity to recreate yourself. To think outside of the box. To that 5, there's something very unorthodox going on here with the Hermit reversed. When you deal with unorthodox in a good way, you get the Hierophant reversed. I don't know, Virgo. Dark spiritual practices. Oh man. We know on a tangible level that this can be dishonesty and like an abuse of power, but When I think about unorthodox practices, and I think about the five, and I think about doing things in an unorthodox manner, it just seems like something not right is going on in regards to something spiritual, something religious. But we've already gone over that, and I'm just going back to the five representing this something that's unorthodox, that's just kind of outside of the normal ways of doing things has occurred, and you incurred maybe I didn't say it right, but you came into losses of things, the loss of authority, the loss of your resources, the loss of the things that made you feel solid, the loss of the backing of a town or a city or the people. But oh Lord, you learned a lesson, and God forgives, and you live again, and you get a chance, and you may even get a chance to tell this story to help other people about that time that you spent in this abuse of power. Like I said, whether this was you giving it out or whether this was you unfortunately falling victim to, you get to tell a story, and you get to show people how, as a result of just crud, you came into losses, but you were able to regain and relive, and you get everything back that you lost, and that's the good news, Virgo. So, I hope that helps out, and I did manage to shorten this video a little bit, so I hope to see you guys again next month.